Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. As you guys can see, I am completely barefaced, looking quite ridiculous with this bun, okay? Because I thought I would sit down and do a really quick get ready with me video and chat with you guys with a little life update and just chill, you know? I love sitting down and just talking to you guys, so why not do it today? And, you know, this face needs a little pick me up right now. You know what I'm saying? So before we start into anything, how are you guys doing? Okay, leave that in the comment section. How is life going? I feel like this year is truly flying by so quick. It's kind of crazy. It is officially 1 year since the pandemic. I know we don't really want to talk about it, but I mean, it is what it is. And it's kind of crazy that it's been a whole year since we started this craziness, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to know how you guys are doing, how you're feeling, how you've been coping with the new regulations and just what's going on around the world for 2021. I'm putting a little bit of primer on my skin. I've been loving this one. It's from Giorgio Armani, the Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. Looks like this, and ooh wee, like, it's really hydrating, but it also gives me just a tad bit of a glow, but it feels really, really good on the skin. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of lip balm. This is from Burt's Bees. It's their ointment one, and I need it. Like, I really, really need it. Just gonna apply a little bit of that. Oh, it does have a green tone to it, but that's okay. Let that heal my lips a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to know how you guys are doing, how you're feeling. What are your plans for this year? As you guys know, so much happened during 2020 for me, and it continues to happen this year. I honestly feel like 2020 was a year to really push people, okay? It was a year to get you out of your comfort zone and get you thinking and get you wondering what is going on in our world? What is my next step in life? Because, I mean, so much craziness happened that it really drove people to step out of the box, including myself. I was just like, so for foundation, I actually have this new foundation that was sent to me by Catrice Cosmetics. I've never tried anything from this brand, so really excited. This is their True Skin Hydrating Foundation. Anything with hydration, dewiness, glow, I'm all for it. I think this one is gonna suit me better. I feel like this is gonna be a little too warm right now, so I'm gonna try this one. Oh, it's a pump. Thank the Lord, it's a pump. So I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, I think that's good. That's a generous pump, actually. Let's see how that works out. Ooh, this is a lot more coverage than I thought it was gonna be. Wow, okay. So it's blending out nicely. It has slightly a pinky undertone, not as yellow as I want it to be, slightly pinky. But anyways, I think I can make it work. Yeah. It looks good. It looks good. It's going to balance out. Once I put my concealer that's a little bit more yellow, I think we can make it work. I'm all over the place. These kind of chatty videos, if I don't plan what I'm going to say, they're really just a chatty video. I just sit down and talk and ramble about life, and some of you guys like that, so why not? I have been so busy with life. It's kind of crazy. There's so much going on behind the scenes that you guys don't see. And I'll be honest, even though I share a lot of my life online, there is so much that I keep privately, because naturally that's kind of how I am, and so is my husband. My husband's even extra private than me. And I feel like especially from last year, just the growth that I've had on social media, like career-wise, just entering my true womanhood and all of that stuff, I have learned along the way that not everyone is going to be happy for you, including people that you actually love and people that are around you on a constant basis, people that you know, claim as friends and family. I can honestly say that as my husband and I kind of grew in life and were able to accomplish certain goals that we had, I noticed that, you know, there was a vibe. There was a vibe between certain people, and the reactions that I was getting was different. So I really am learning that not everyone will be happy for you, and sometimes it's done subconsciously because it's reflecting what that person feels about themselves. So I have learned not to take it personal, honey, not to let other people's opinions really weigh on me heavily. I just let it go. I release it. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody got time to dwell on what people think of you. You have to live your life for you. You have to make yourself happy, not, you know, live to make other people happy. That I don't accept. I mean, your kids, that's an exception, but other people's opinions should not stop you from doing what you love, chasing your dreams, and living your best life, okay? So if you have people's opinions lingering in your mind, honey, I'm here to tell you, let that go. Okay, that foundation sets into the skin so fast, but it actually looks very nice. It looks quite natural. Okay, so onto my concealer. I'm going to be using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade 6. Hopefully it's not too bright. It is pretty lightweight, so I can go a little bit heavier and it's not going to look like super heavy on my skin. I'm going to do about that much, and now I look a bit crazy, but trust me, it's all going to get balanced out. Just trust me. As I was saying, guys, honestly, in this life, you really have to come to the realization that, you know, you have to do things that are good for you, that balance your life off and your mind, because a lot of the times we're so focused on everyone else, we're so focused on what other people are doing, that it really can hinder us from, you know, seeing the gifts and the blessings that are coming our way. And as I get older, and I really think this is with age, honestly, I think as you get older, you stop caring about other people's opinions as much as you used to when you were younger. You really start to focus more on yourself and making sure that things are balanced for you, rather than making sure that everyone else is pleased, because you cannot please everyone. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you really can't. Using my powder from Laura Mercier. So it's so important that you at times put yourself first. And I will be that person to tell you that I really felt guilty about putting myself first. I always thought that, you know, it was a selfish act, but the older I get, I realize that it is definitely not a selfish act to put yourself first, because you really have to make sure that you're good, you know, in order to give your best to everyone else. I say that all the time. Like I pretty much repeat myself all the time, but it is so true. In order for you to be the best wife, the best friend, the best daughter, the best mother, you really have to take care of you, what's going on in your mind, what are you focusing on a daily basis, what are you consuming in terms of information, what are you letting into your mind and into your heart, and making sure that you are at peace with yourself, you know what I mean? And that is what I focus on a regular basis. When I see that a certain situation, a certain person, a certain event is stressing me out to the point that I'm acting outside of my character, I got to change things around. And I remember I read, I don't know where it was, maybe it's on Instagram, some sort of quote that said like, you can't wait for someone to make you happy. You got to do the things that make you happy. And that's vice versa. You can't make someone else happy. You can't be responsible for someone else's happiness. That person really has to find it within themselves to do the things that makes them happy. You know, we're all individuals here, and even though I'm married, love being married, love my husband, I've been with him for so long, we are still two very different individuals because we're all uniquely made. And so you have to understand that you need that time for yourself too, to make yourself happy and not depend on a relationship so that you are happy. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say here. Go ahead and warm up the skin. Ooh, I haven't used this one in a long time. Oh, it's such a pretty bronzer. I love it. I love it. You know, my life is definitely growing as I grow as an individual, as a woman, because I'm really learning to educate myself on things that I didn't get taught when I was supposed to get taught. You know what I mean? Like recently, I have been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've also been on Clubhouse. Are you guys on Clubhouse? If you're not, get on that right now. I love being on Clubhouse, and I listen to a lot of rooms that are about entrepreneurship, about generational growth, about wealth, about time management, things that really motivate me to stay productive and also really kind of give me a sense of accomplishment. You know what I mean? And so I've been listening to a lot of those types of podcasts and Clubhouse groups, and I am loving it. So I'm really educating myself on certain things that I had a totally different perspective on, say money. Finances, I think, are just taught incorrectly. First of all, at school, I feel like you're not taught a lot of things that you are supposed to know as a young adult, you know, like credit score, managing credit cards, building your credit score, loans, how to really manage loans. When do you actually need a loan for a car, for a house, all these kind of things, and how to invest, make your money grow. Those kind of things I feel like really weren't taught. And so now that I'm in my mid-30s, yes, I'm in my mid-30s. A lot of people think I'm younger, which I don't mind that compliment at all. But now that I am in my mid-30s, I'm really trying to educate myself so that I and my husband can set up something that is good for us in the long run. You know what I mean? Like, I love doing YouTube. I love creating content. But do I always want to rely on this source of income? Absolutely not. Because with the pandemic, that really taught us that you just don't know the day of tomorrow. So you should always have some sort of plan B. And I think with getting older, you really need to think about, you know, what it would be like when you do retire. Will you have a comfortable lifestyle? Will you have something set up for your children's education? And so for me, when I bring up the topic of finances, which I love to talk about on Instagram, if you're not following me there, follow me. It's not so much to brag or to make it feel like you should be chasing money. It's more about being smart with money, which is something that I am learning now. I would say over the last 2 years, that's when I really learned how to be smart with money. Because before, I was very fearful of money. I was very fearful of wealth because I just grew up thinking that money is super evil, and that if you have too much money, you become this very obnoxious, selfish, self-centered person, which is far from the truth. I mean, there are some people that can't handle too much money, and then there are tons and tons of amazing people in the world who are millionaires and wealthy, and they still give back to their community. They find ways to give. That's why they get so much in return. And so really changing my mindset right now and learning to reprogram the way that I feel and think about money without it getting to my head. You know what I mean? Because you can be making a lot of money and it can really get to your head. For my eyes, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm pulling out this oldie but goodie Jackie Aina palette. It's one of my favorites. And I'm just going to do a light little crease color, I think. I'm going to take Ginger, this one over here. It's one of my favorite warm tones. I'm gonna run that pretty much all over the lids. Yeah, all over the lids. I love a warm lid. I'm actually gonna take a little tiny bit of credit on a smaller brush, which is this very deep brown shade, and I'm gonna run that on my lash line. I'll kind of stamp it on to create a bit of a smoky lash line. Sometimes I go in with my finger to really kind of diffuse that color. And I just want to add more of a shadow in that area. Good to go. For some reason my eyes are super red right now, but we're going to leave it. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit of this shade over here called Lituation right over here. This one is so pretty, but I'm just gonna tap a little of it on my eyes just to create a little bit of shimmer, just a little bit like that. Yep, just gonna tap, get a little pigment and tap it on the eyes. Don't want the full color, I just want that beautiful kind of glowy look on the lids. Just with my finger, I'm just kind of tapping it all over. A little bit more length, but I do love this one for volume. Like, it's so good. I get right under the lashes and pull it up. Like I said, I'm really trying to instill a lot of knowledge of how I can invest in my future. And guys, I am a living proof that there is no age limit to start doing that, okay? You can start it from today and really kind of put some knowledge in your brain of how you can really set your future apart, okay? And the thing that my brother and I was actually talking about this the other day is that sometimes you grow up in certain situations watching your parents work their fingers to the bone that you almost just follow into those footsteps. As much as you didn't like what you saw, you follow into those footsteps. And so I'm really kind of trying to break that cycle and be more knowledgeable so that when it comes to my kids, as they get older, they see something totally different. They see someone that is a go-getter, someone that can accomplish anything they put their minds to, and really be smart with the decisions that they make. And so for me, I'm really just trying to break all of my past beliefs when it comes to money, my living lifestyle, and being able to see myself in a better and bigger light. And you know what I mean? I've said this before, guys, there is nothing wrong with wanting more in life. There's nothing wrong with wanting a better lifestyle for yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to feel guilty for that. And I know a lot of the times many people feel guilty, especially us women, for wanting more, that we almost just like stagnate and hinder ourselves from growing. You know what I mean? Really sit down and think to yourself, what do I want in this life? And it doesn't matter, okay, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, ask yourself what you really want in this life and chase those goals. Chase those goals, because the only person that is stopping you from accomplishing your goals is yourself. Trust me, it's yourself. Because if I had changed my way of thinking just like 10 years ago, oh my goodness gracious, where would I be now? You know what I mean? But everything happens for a reason, and there is a time and a season for everything. Definitely believe that. So don't rush the process, but also don't wait around for things to happen. We have to put in work. If you want something successful in life, starting a business, moving, buying a property, buying a car, if you want something, anything in life, you have to put in the work also, while believing. Complete faith. You know what I mean? Remove every single doubt that was ever instilled in you and have complete faith that you're able to do it. You're capable of doing it, because we are a lot stronger than we actually think we are. We are so strong, and we could withstand so much in this life. And so really believe in your ability to grow in life, and don't let anyone or anything ever tell you that you can't do something, because yes, you can. Juicy, juicy lips. So I am going to quickly do my hair, change out of this top, and I will be right back. So I'm back. I just changed a little bit, put on a black t-shirt and some jewelry. My hair is looking presentable now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. To end it off, this is my scent of the day right over here. It is Tuile d'Hermes and it looks like that. That's the more spicy one over there. I love this bottle. It's so pretty. We are entering spring very soon and I am bringing out all of my beautiful floral fragrances that are a little bit spicy with a green touch. This one is so good. It's so pretty, so elegant. So that is the one that I'm wearing. I will have a video on all of my spring fragrance selection, so you guys stay tuned for that. If it's already available, I'll link it up here or down in the description box for you guys to check out. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I really just wanted to sit down and chat and kind of just vent a little bit. If you guys enjoy these style of videos, let me know in the comments section. I would love to hear from y'all. If you want to talk on different topics, let me know, what topic do you want to hear next? Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and I will see you all on the next video. Ciao.